Good morning and welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. Coyote in the Highlands, except I'm in the valley right now. I am at, as I record this, I'm actually at Papago Park. Now, Papago is one of my favorite parks in my life, my whole lifetime. I've been coming back and forth for a long time. I grew up here. I think the first time I camped out, which was probably illegal at the time, but there were no signs at the time. This is the 80s. I think the first time I camped out at Hole in the Rock, I was like 12 years old. You know, snuck out, slept on the rocks. A lot more comfortable then than it is now, but we're working on getting that more comfortable again. I'm working on some body recovery. I want to talk about, just for a moment, the simplicity. We're going back to simplicity minimalism again. And it's not that I want you to give up all of your stuff in life. I'm often on that path. I kind of go fits and starts, and I think that I need to personally get a little closer to that. But I want to talk about simplicity exercises, like just what can you do, what should you do, what could you do, what would you do? Now these are questions. What would you do? And when I was a kid, it was not uncommon to grab a pair of shorts, literally nylon track shorts, gym shorts, whatever. The nylon. They've got an elastic waistband, and they're kind of like swimming trunks, but cut for running, and you wear underwear with them, right? Pair of socks, tennis shoes, and a t-shirt, and go. Like literally go. That would literally be all you would need to take out for an entire day out here. You know, you'd walk a mile and a half, get here, spend the whole day here, and you don't need anything, right? Can you do that? Can I do that? Can anyone do that now? Our society's gotten very crufty. So let's look at some simplicity exercises that you could do. I'm not going to suggest that you go an entire day relying on water fountains or convenience stores that sell bottled water or whatever. I'm not going to suggest that you have an entire day where you have to do that, or that you don't have like 5 changes of clothes with you in case you get sweaty or something. But let's take a couple hours. Let's take 1 hour. Start with 1 hour. Leave your phone. Take off your watch. I know, how you time an hour. Well, you know, you can kind of figure out your route and how you walk. Or make it an hour and a half. Whatever. Take off your watch. Take off everything. Get down to that where you're wearing shorts. Cargo shorts is fine. Jorts is fine if you happen to be of that particular millennial category where jean shorts are what you wear. Or whatever. T-shirt, weather appropriate, you know. And go for a walk. Like absolute minimal stuff. I like a bandana because my hair is in an awkward space, but I can do it without. I'm just going to look like a crazy man. You know, I actually like bandanas. They're kind of like the one, even in simplicity land, the bandana is one of those super useful tools. It's kind of like the Southwest version of the towel that says "Don't panic" on it. You know, so that's really cool. Can you do it? Can you go for an hour? Can you do this a couple times a week? Leave your phone, leave your watch. Minimalize what you're carrying, get it light, and go for a walk. Now there's another aspect to this. There's something I'm trying to get to with that, and that is, what do you actually need to be out? I'm very firmly of the belief that if you are self-sufficient in here, and your confidence is high, then you will have less stress, cortisol stress, survival stress, sympathetic nervous system stress as you move around. A lot of people get a sympathetic nervous reaction just from being out in public at this point. No confidence, no safety, no nothing. Well, let's back that up a little bit and let's try to train some of that. If you can go for a walk for an hour or 2 hours in just a pair of shorts, you're doing good. Like shorts, shirt, t-shirt, shorts, shoes, t-shirt. You know, flip-flops out here actually works. People hike in flip-flops out here. That's not a problem. Barefoot stuff is something people do. minimalist shoes, whatever it is you're doing. Keep it simple, and don't, whoop, that was my dog. Don't not do it because there's a, something you need to buy a new pair of shoes or something. Just do with what you have, okay? This goes into the 3 rules. Do stuff, don't stop because of lack of. I would do it if only I had this. And finish something every day. This is some specific thing that you can finish every day. Take a walk. Take a walk without the stuff. Now, as you get better at that, you're probably going to get healthier. You're probably going to lose some weight, especially if you've got other inputs and dietary stuff and everything getting cleaned up, like if this is a life process. You're also going to get more confident. Your body's going to relax into the motion. You're going to get more confident, more healthy, more capable. And then at some point, you're going to look at the buttes over here and you'll be like, yeah, I can go 6 hours with minimal, maybe a bottle of water. I'm not going to suggest you go out here in the summer with 0 water at all. It's possible, but I'm not going to suggest it. But with utter and complete confidence, then you can start adding things in that are useful tools. Like a pocket knife. Pocket knife is really, really useful, but we live in a society where people consider tool using to actually be subhuman. I don't know how that one works. That just seems to be a problem people have. And add a couple, there's a couple, in fact, walking by me. This is the fun part about parks. Add a couple things if you need to, but how much do you really need? How much do you need to be prepared for? Start with the nothing. Start with the absolute minimal. You can't go naked and barefoot unless you live in a very specific spot. I could do it up in the Highlands on 40 acres for an hour, but go minimal. Shorts, t-shirt, socks, shoes. Work your way up from there. Get confident, get more capable, and then add things that could be useful but not distracting, and just keep your confidence high. What I'm getting at here, eventually it would be cool to have basically a waist pack that you could spend 3 days out in the bush with, and that gives you an utter and complete confidence level that is just, it's insane to realize that you have no external needs or wants. That's pretty cool. Baby steps, we're not going there right now. This isn't a prepper bushcraft class. Just get to the point where you have a little bit less sympathetic nervous system reaction when you go for a walk. Manage to go for a walk without a bunch of stuff. 1 hour. Even in the summertime in Arizona, you can walk for an hour without a water bottle. Okay, it's possible, right? If it's 120 degrees and there's no shade at all, maybe you're picking the wrong spot to walk or the wrong time of day, but you can do this. You can do it. Simplicity in action. That's what I'm trying to get at, is getting the simplicity as a practice, as a practical thing to do. This is not super meditation. You can meditate while you're walking if you want. This is not super health. This is not super anything. It's just a matter of being able to go for a walk without a bunch of stuff. It sounds silly. It sounds like a baby step, but how many people do you know who do that? How many people do you know who can go out for a couple hours without a phone, without a watch, without a back scratcher? Yeah, without extra stuff. We used to do it all the time. My childhood was filled with that. You don't have to pack anything. You don't need anything. I usually had a paperback book in my pocket at some point as I got older because there was always, I like to read. That was about it though. There just wasn't anything about doing, how to describe it? Crafting up, adding things, needing things to feel safe and secure. You need to be at peace with yourself to a certain extent to do this. And that's a training option. You can train yourself to be at peace with yourself. But the whole point here is to get your sympathetic nervous system to ratchet down a little bit. Relax, be in the moment, take a walk, without a bunch of stuff, specifically, deliberately. Make it long enough that you would normally want stuff. And train yourself to be confident that you can handle an hour, 2 hours away from security blankets. That's all. Stay sideways.